Welcome back to Matchbox Revival, and today I'm working on the 20B ERF Ever-Ready truck. The 20 series, the 20A, started in 1956, came in red and green, green being the rare version. The 20B started in 1959, carried through until 1965, where the Chevy Impala taxi took over, right through till the Superfast wheels. The 20B ERF Ever-Ready truck came with a side decal, which I'll be putting on later, and came in different wheel types, the rare one being the silver wheels, which this one has, putting the price value at upwards $300 Canadian. It came in blue always, with trim on the grille, headlights, bumpers, and we're looking forward to this build. So time for some color matching now. I started off with the X4, and it was too dark when I did the sample, so I added a bunch of the white X2. Actually, I did quite a bit of white in it. Ended up with a little bit more paint than I wanted to, but when I did my samples, the color wasn't purple enough. The blue was a little bright, and it needed to have some red. Because it's hard to get supplies right now, only red I had was the clear red. So I put 10 drops of clear red in it, mixed it up, and I'm here now. So I think we're gonna go with it. It shows a little bit light here against this match here, and then inside it shows a little dark against this one. So it's kind of a decision what the true color is, whether this one was faded or this one got dirtied over time. But anyhow, this is what I'm going to go with. So I'll be using my dollar store Dollarama little jars and labeling it 20B. Put that away for later. Time for disassembly now. It has one rivet post and one slot up the front. So we need to remove the size of the post to get the base off. I'm just checking the drill bit size. Looks like it'll work. And drilling slowly, making sure you don't damage the base. And with my precision flat screwdriver, I'll try and get underneath and pry it. This one here, actually, I think there's very little locations to grab underneath. Work it slow. So for drilling and tapping, the rivet post is very, very short on this one. So what I'll do is I'll mark the depth with a piece of tape to make sure I don't drill too far. And with the 1.6 millimeter drill, and with some STP brake fluid as a lubricant, we'll just tap slowly. So with the 2 millimeter button head screw, I'll try and screw it in to see how far it goes down. I may have to shorten the length of the screw. And that's as far as it goes. So that's how much I'll have to take off that screw. So I seen on a previous video where a guy took a piece of sheet metal and he drilled it out and tapped it, and he put the screw through the piece of metal and was able to cut the depth of the screw that he wanted off. I'm trying a piece of cardboard today, and we'll see how it goes. So the screw cut off pretty good. It got extremely hot, and the paper actually even started to smoke. So probably not a good idea. I'll try the sheet metal next time. The screw is done. Now we'll paint strip. So for removing the axles, these are the mushroomed, rounded over axles. They're rusted, and I'm going to have to grind off the edge of them. As I mentioned before, these are the silver plastic wheels, and they are the rare ones, so I want to make sure I don't mark them. What I'll do is I'll grind off the edge of them with the grinder stone. Rusted, and some of the tires are struggling to get off. So what I'll do is I'll soak them in some STP brake fluid for a little while, and if that doesn't work, I'll try some WD-40 on them. So into the jar, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tires, and some brake fluid on top. So today I'm anxious to get the model paint strip quickly, so I'm going to resort back to my strong paint stripper, and we'll just pour a little bit into the jar. So I cleaned them in the sink with a toothbrush and some hot water, and they came up real nice. The paint stripper worked real well. So we'll polish them now with the Dremel and wire wheel. So all the metal's polished up with the wire brush. I'm going to run a dental tool in all the little grooves and just improve all those details, make them nice and sharp. I primed the two pieces of the model, and while they're drying and getting hard, I'll look at the axles and wheels now. They've been soaking in the brake fluid, and I need them to loosen up so I can get the wheels completely off. And they're still pretty tough. Alright, there we go. So I'm sanding the axles, and the bottom side of the axles is very rusted. And when you put it into the chuck backwards, it damages the factory end. So I wrap it in tape, put it inside the drill, let the tape take some of the pressure from the chuck. Using the 320 sandpaper, just get that end done, followed by a little bit of 2000 to polish it. And now the piece that I put inside the drill will be shiny. So now that the back ends are all shiny, we'll do the factory side. And again, 320 sandpaper first. Okay, then the wheels into a soapy bath. I thought for a minute they might be steel, but they're not. They are the silver plastic, and they are the rare ones. So I'll give them a good cleaning, and I won't do too much else to them. Hopefully they clean up nice. So while the paint's drying on the model, I'll assemble the base, put the wheels and axles together. Using my pin, the axles, assemble the wheels onto the axle, onto the base, with another wheel on top. And a little tapping. And then the nail punch on the drill. And round the axle over. So the paint is dry now, and it's time to assemble. Take the base and clip the front tab in first. And screw in the color match button head screw. So the decals for this model came in orange outline and red outline. The orange was the earlier of the two. So water slide decal, put it in the water, let it soak for a minute, put a little bit of water on the area where it's going to be going so you can work with it. I take a little chrome from the chrome pen and put it on top of a little plastic cup. A little bit on a brush, and there you have it, the 20B Ever Ready ERF truck.